She's so
Hi,
Hello,
she's so cute.
what's your name?
I'm Vivian Tafako.
Where are you from?
I'm from Ghana, the most beautiful and peaceful country in West Africa.
Ooh, that sounds very nice.
Hey darlings, welcome back once again to another interesting, juicy, and most importantly, very exciting episode, guys. It is with great joy I bring to you this breaking news. See, I know it's not new. This was about a year ago, and I'm just discovering, and I feel like the world needs to know the first Ghanaian charming young beautiful, stunning, amazing, talented damsel that was recorded as the first to contest for the America Got Talent. If you are a fan of America Got Talent, you should know by now that it's one of these United States of America big talent hunt show where they discover raw talent of different kind and different sorts. And here I bring to you the first Ghanaian lady. I think it's a lady. Yes, women power who did it for Ghana. You need to hear her speech. She was like, the most peaceful country. Charlie, this one will blow my mind. Like, what? Anyways, I will let this video play. And as well, we have another storming breaking news for the motherland India. Oil and gas discovery in the Volta region. Volta region. Oh, sure, brothers. Please kindly watch this video. Give it a huge and a massive thumbs up. My excitement is out of this world. Like this video, share, and stay subscribed. Watch to the end and let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And I will see you at the end of this video. Now, let's go.
To flip a new page in its oil and gas history, one that could alter the trajectory of the nation's energy independence and economic self-determination. At the center of this bold new vision is the largely untapped Voltaian Basin, a sprawling 100,000 square kilometer landmass that stretches across Ghana's interior like a sleeping giant. Long believed to harbor vast reserves of crude oil and natural gas, this basin has remained largely untouched for decades, until now. Ghana's state-owned oil company, the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, or GNPC, is now poised to change that narrative, and it plans to do so using a game-changing strategy that puts Ghanaians at the forefront of this resource-driven revolution. Set to commence by January 2026, the move signals far more than just another attempt at oil exploration. It represents a shift in mindset, a deliberate and calculated departure from the conventional reliance on foreign capital. Acting CEO of GNPC, Kwame Nentao Amoa, has laid out a vision that is as bold as it is pragmatic. Fund the project primarily through domestic investment. For the first time in Ghana's petroleum history, the burden and benefits of oil exploration will not rest with foreign multinationals, but with the people of Ghana, its banks, its insurance firms, its pension funds, and its sovereign vision. To understand just how transformative this could be, consider the numbers. Drilling a single exploration well in the Voltaian Basin is projected to cost somewhere between 25 to 40 million US dollars. Significantly less than the towering expenses associated with offshore drilling. Still, for any one local institution, that's a heavy financial load. So GNPC has crafted what it calls a shared risk model. Instead of relying on one or two major financiers, the corporation plans to spread the financial responsibility across multiple Ghanaian institutions. This model doesn't just reduce the exposure for any single investor, it democratizes the process, turning oil exploration into a national mission, one that invites participation from all corners of the country's financial ecosystem. For Ghana, this isn't merely an economic initiative. It's a statement, a declaration that the country is ready to reclaim control of its own destiny. And it couldn't come at a more crucial time. Over the past decade, Ghana's oil exploration activity has been steadily declining. Between 2008 and 2014, the country averaged 5 exploration wells per year. But that momentum didn't last. From 2016 to 2022, drilling activity plummeted to a meager 1 well annually. The reasons for this decline were many: global oil price volatility, shifting investor priorities, and a lack of consistent local investment. But the outcome was always the same. Ghana's vast potential remained trapped underground, waiting for a resurgence that never came. Now, under the stewardship of Kwame Nentao Amoa, that resurgence might finally be on the horizon. Having spent decades navigating the complexities of Ghana's petroleum sector, Amoa brings a deep well of experience and a fresh urgency to GNPC's operations. His mandate is clear: transform GNPC from a bureaucratic institution into a commercially driven powerhouse. And the Voltaian Basin project is ground zero for that transformation. But this is not just about digging wells and pumping oil. It's about rewriting the rules of engagement in Africa's hydrocarbon sector. If successful, Ghana's shared risk, locally funded model could become a blueprint for other African nations looking to develop their resources without becoming overly dependent on foreign entities. The implications are vast. Imagine a continent where African banks, insurers, and pension funds co-own the very resources that shape their economies, where revenues stay within national borders, fueling roads, schools, and hospitals, instead of vanishing into foreign accounts. Ghana is not just drilling for oil, it's drilling for sovereignty. Still, as with any bold initiative, the risks are real. Geological surveys indicate promising signs, but exploration is, by nature, uncertain. The Voltaian Basin, despite its massive size and strategic positioning, is still a frontier region. Previous efforts to explore it were derailed by financial constraints and shifting national priorities. And while today's plan is better structured and more ambitious, success is far from guaranteed. Even with the best technology and the most committed investors, there is always the possibility that the wells might come up dry. Yet the mere fact that Ghana is willing to bet on itself sends a powerful signal. It tells the world, and more importantly Ghanaians, that the country believes in its own potential. It tells local investors that they don't have to sit on the sidelines while foreign corporations reap the rewards. They can be part of the journey, from the first seismic scan to the first barrel extracted. It tells young engineers, geologists, and data analysts that their skills are not only needed, but essential. It tells the farmer in the Volta region and the banker in Accra that they both have a stake in what lies beneath the soil of their homeland. The timing of this initiative is also worth noting. Across the globe, the conversation around energy is changing. With the rise of renewable energy sources and growing environmental concerns, the fossil fuel industry is facing an uncertain future. But for countries like Ghana, which are still in the early stages of their industrial development, hydrocarbons remain a critical stepping stone. The Voltaian Basin is not just about oil and gas, it's about energy security. It's about reducing dependence on foreign oil. It's about powering homes, factories, and schools with resources harvested from within. There is also a deeper psychological layer to this story. For years, many Africans have grown accustomed to watching their nation sit on vast resources while others profit. The oil fields of Nigeria, the copper mines of Zambia, the cobalt reserves of the Congo. Too often, these resources have enriched the few while impoverishing the many. Ghana's new approach says no more. It says we will own the risk and the reward. And that message, once it takes root, could ripple across the continent in ways that are hard to predict, but impossible to ignore. Already, energy analysts and industry insiders are paying close attention. The GNPC's strategy is being studied, discussed, and even emulated in boardrooms far beyond Ghana's borders, and for good reason. If the Voltaian Basin yields the kind of output that surveys suggest, Ghana could go from being a modest oil producer to a regional powerhouse. More importantly, it would do so on its own terms, guided by a philosophy of inclusion, transparency, and national pride. But perhaps the most inspiring part of this entire story is not the oil itself, but the people behind it. The bankers who are willing to take a chance, the engineers who are building the rigs, the GNPC leadership that dared to dream differently, and the millions of Ghanaians who, whether they know it or not, are all part of this grand experiment. Because in the end, this isn't just about black gold. It's about belief. The belief that a nation can rise by leveraging its own strength, charting its own course, and writing its own story. As the countdown to January 2026 begins, all eyes are now on the heartland of Ghana. The drilling rigs will soon arrive, the wells will be bored, the data will be analyzed, and with each passing day, the vision comes closer to reality. Will the Voltaian Basin deliver on its promise? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, Ghana is no longer waiting for a foreign savior. It is taking its future into its own hands. And in doing so, it may just inspire an entire continent to do the same. So if you're watching this and you believe in the power of homegrown solutions, if you believe in a Ghana that owns, manages, and benefits from its own resources, then stay with us. Because this story is only just beginning, and we'll be here to bring you every chapter as it unfolds. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on the latest developments in Ghana's energy journey and...
She's so nice.
Hello.
She's so cute.
What's your name?
I'm Vivian Tafako.
Where are you from?
I'm from Ghana, the most beautiful and peaceful country in West Africa.
Ooh, that sounds very nice.
How old are you?
Actually, my parents don't really remember, so I gave myself 23.
Wow. You're brave. Do you watch the show at home? Please say yes.
Yes, I watch it all the time.
And who's your favorite judge?
I like all the judges, but I love Sophia the most.
Really? Do you think you're going to win?
Most definitely, because I'm taking the mining to Ghana.
Aw. Well, we're so happy that you're here. I want to tell you a big welcome.
Thank you.
And what would you do with the money if you won?
I am compassionate towards people with mental health issues, so if I win this money, I'm going to invest in the psychiatric hospitals to improve the health services in Ghana.
Wow. Wow, that's actually a beautiful story, and you have beautiful dreams, and we can't wait to hear you.
I always wanted that camper.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck!
Right back at you.
Ooh, yeah. You are mighty, mighty, mighty God. Yeah. I stand amazed in your presence. There is nothing you cannot do. I stand amazed in your presence. There is joy. Jesus, there's no one there. Somebody wave your hands and stand amazed. Stand amazed in your. There's no one like you. In all the earth, there's no one like you. Jesus, there's no one like you. You do mighty things. You do glorious things. You're a faithful God. Awesome is your name. You do mighty things. You do glorious things. You're a faithful God. Awesome is your name. You do mighty things. You do glorious things. You're a faithful God. Awesome is your name.
Well, where do we start? Sophia.
I am your favorite judge, and you're one of my favorite contestants ever.
Heidi.
I love your stage presence. I love how you flick your hair. Very well done.
Thank you.
Good for you.
Harry, you are fearless. Literally fearless. So brave, so talented, great voice. Every single person in this room loved this audition. I do. Now we have to vote. Howie.
Yes!
Heidi.
Yes!
Sophia.
Yes!
It's a fourth yes from your favorite judge. Everything was great other than the question. Who was your favorite judge? Kind of
But you
ruined
can't
it.
be everyone's favorite judge
Why?
all the time.
Why?
Because that doesn't work
Yeah,
like
it doesn't
that.
work.
It does.
We also need to get sometimes.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. Amazing. See voice. Hey! It's the reaction of the judges for me. Oh. See, when I tell you people that Ghanaian have raw talent, untapped one, that when they get into stage, when they get at it, they give nothing but the best. You think I'm joking? A Ghanaian. Well done, beautiful, pretty young lady, for doing this, for representing the motherland. Now, where are my Ghanaians? Kindly rep yourself in the comment section by putting up the flag. Yes, the motherland is blessed. The homeland Ghana is blessed. Yes, so guys, we've heard what is going on in the oil and gas sector in the Volta region. What are your thoughts, your opinion? Can you kindly share with me down there in the comment section? And what do you think about this young talent in the motherland Ghana as well? Leave your thoughts down there. And if you are yet to like this video, appreciate the ambassador, one and only Chivik, aka Victoria Chingere, on the stable of Chivik Inspirations. Yes, keeping it real, happy, so even blessed. And I will see you in my next one. Ciao, ciao. Mwah.